Hi everyone. Okay, now that I have everybody's attention, before diving in my story, I'll first set up the stage. So, as I was approached to share an inspiring story for the TEDx, I sat down and started thinking that what is that big moment story about me? But then I paused and I thought that is my story really inspiring? I mean, of course, it can be for somebody who is shy and introvert and hesitates in speaking her heart out, or somebody who wants to carve her way out in a bigger city. But what about others? Like, what about the big earth shattering stories of triumph? Well, so I sat down with a cup of chai because chai fixes everything, right? So I sat down and I started thinking. And then I had a moment of clarity. And as I looked around, I realized that inspiration doesn't always have to be colossal. I mean, it's the small things, small moments that drive us. And in all those stories, I found that there are three things that are constant. And those are chai, confidence, and a solid crew. So today, I stand here not just to share how I, being from Varanasi, a small town girl, a little at ease girl, I went to become a marketing maven in Gurgaon. Well, spoiler alert, I did, but how I did that and how these three things, chai, confidence, and a solid crew, inspire me. And maybe they inspire you too. And maybe, just maybe, my story is inspiring after all. So let's start. I'll start with chai because you guessed it right, it's my favorite. So I grew up in Banaras, a city where chai is a way of life. It's practically a lifestyle, right? Morning doesn't truly start without the smell of warm adrak wali Banaras ki chai wafting through the air. I mean, every nook, every gully of the city like buzzes with the sound of chai pouring into glasses. The whole city practically runs on it. I mean, I believe it is the glue that holds all of us together. For me, chai has always been more than a beverage. It's like my comfort. It's a silent companion that I need. Whenever I need to clear my head, my thoughts, I have chai. I wake up, chai. Bad meeting, chai. Good meeting, definitely chai. I need to talk through something important. You guessed it right, chai. So, and if you're really close to me, there are chances that we have definitely bonded over a steaming cup of it. So, here's a funny thing. In corporate world, everybody is obsessed with coffee. Coffee this, coffee that, blah. But the reality is, if you have ever had Banaras ki adrak wali chai, there's no going back. It's like resilience in a cup. I mean, coffee fuels our ambition. It's this soul-soothing comfort that has made me go ahead in my life. That has made me face the curveballs that life has thrown at me. Now, moving ahead to confidence. That's a tricky one. So, I'll be very honest. I wasn't born with confidence. School days, I was little bit of an introvert, but then something happened, something changed when I stepped into Sunbeam. I realized that my things that I considered that were mere my hobbies turned out to be my talents, which were just undiscovered. Be it singing, sketching, oratory, poetry, elocution, execution, you name it, I got it. Every stone needs to be polished, and Sunbeam became the place that gave me confidence to believe in myself. Then the thing is, with every event that I organized, with every role that I took on, my confidence grew. I became the founding president of the startup club here. Like talk about walking out of the comfort zone. So, confidence is not something that grows overnight. It's like wearing a lucky ring. So, it just gives you enough courage to push through life. For me, that courage was my ticket out of Varanasi and going into a bigger city like Gurgaon to do my MBA. Yes, it was terrifying, I'll be very honest. But I walked away with a gold medal in my MBA. Okay, enough of me showing off. So you can have a lot of hobbies, and I feel that we all have a lot of hidden talents waiting to be discovered. And once you discover those things, a lot of things change. And they change for good. They change for better. It's just that you need to recognize your potential. It's just that you need to take that leap of faith and believe in yourself. Well, moving ahead, you can have all the chai in the world. You can build all the confidence in the world. But there is one more important thing which, if you do not have, you cannot excel. Well, that is a solid crew. Talking about my solid crew, well, the reality is that you cannot go through life alone. Whenever I fall, whenever whenever going gets tough, I lean on my pillars. I lean on my life support system. My parents sitting right there cheering me, my elder brother, my friends, well, of course, if they answer their calls, my mentors, my colleagues, and my managers. So, the thing is, these are the people who fix you, who pick you up. When you fall, they are there, standing right there. When, they push me to go to heights, higher than I ever thought I could go. Let's talk about my family, my parents. They have been through so much with me, everything. Let's talk about my exam time. They have been the driving force, actually. Today also, they make sure, even I live in Gurgaon, they make sure that I have eaten something every day. Moms. So, they have been there, like a solid pillar, a rock. Moving on to the favorite category, friends. Well, we all have one of those friends who's ready to take up any battle for us, anything. I am fortunate that I have got a couple of them. And moving on, colleagues. Yes, they are also a very important segment in your life. With all that ranting that goes on your head, you need somebody. You need a shoulder. And managers. Well, let's keep it that way, that managers are a coin toss. Either you are a fortunate one that you get good managers, or you would have to learn to make lemonade out of the lemons that life throws at you. Well, I have been very lucky. All these people have been by my side and they have been like rock, supporting me, cheering me. Talking about mentors, I'll be lying if I say that my mentors do not have anything to do with me standing here, right here today. Well, I'll share a story. This is the very stage on which I stood for the very first time reciting my very first poem. Aditya sir, Amrita ma'am, these were the people who pushed me, who believed in me, who saw a potential in me and told me that yes, yes, get on the stage and do it. So, and trust me, the moment I got here, I stood here, I knew that I belonged here. 80% of your confidence is built by the people who are surrounding you, cheering for you. That day, I felt like Maya Angelou because they made me believe that I am Maya Angelou and I could do anything. Once you start believing in yourself, when you build confidence, no challenge, no stage seems so intimidating. I mean, look at me today. I'm standing here and I hope I do not look nervous. So the thing is, once you get this confidence, wear it proudly. So just to wrap it up, I'll say that reason behind a successful woman, of course, chai, confidence, and a solid crew. But it's also these small moments of facing your fears, trusting yourself and the people around you. Well, I hope that today my story has inspired you guys as well. And thank you so much for being this patient. Thank you.